Let's go back in time. 80 years, February 16th, 1941 to be exact. There was big news in the tiny hamlet of Leicester, Massachusetts. Everyone was talking about the birth of one Edward Philip LeVeen III, who vowed, moments after birth, to move to California as soon as he was able to walk. Philip, later known as Phip to his brothers who had diction issues, would face a whole new world. What was 1941 like? Much of the focus of 1941 was on the war overseas. Back at home, life went on. What about leisure time in 1941? Watching TV? Nope, it was still experimental. The nearest station was WNBT in New York, and they only had a few primetime shows.
Time to play Truth or Consequences.
So, no TV, but Americans did have radio.
Cola, it's the spot, 12 full ounces, that's a lot.
The shadow knows.
The Guiding Light. Brought to you by the makers of P&G Soap.
Captain Midnight!
One Man's Family, brought to you by Fleischmann's Yeast.
Hop along, Cassidy, starring William Boyd.
Wheaties, Breakfast of Champions, bring you the thrilling adventures of Jack Armstrong, the all-American boy.
You'll wonder where the yellow went when you brush your teeth with Pepsodent.
It's right here in the hall.
Oh, no, McGee, please, not on Sunday. Don't do
This is the National Broadcasting Company.
When you leave your house, you're off to the races, literally. Horse races, auto races, more horses. But the smart money is on the babies. Now it's time for, apparently, a group shave. Then head off to downtown for a movie. 1941 produced some memorable classics.
Rosebud.
And some not so memorable classics.
Judge Hardy, I have a surprise for you.
Or maybe you'd just like to take to the skies in the fastest and newest plane available. 13 hours, New York to LA. So that's my quick and dirty look at 1941, your birth year. Seemed like a good way to acknowledge this milestone. A little heavy on the radio, perhaps, but what else would you expect from me? A few thank yous. Thank you, number one, thank you for being first in the birth order because you broke the ice with the parents. You may have actually broken the parents because by the time I came along, it was clear they were suffering from some form of PTSD. Also, thank you for being a decade older. This way I can see what I'm going to look like in 10 years. A little shorter, maybe, a little more hair. And third of all, thank you for navigating the LeVeen and Gillen clans through any number of perilous crises over the last few years. And last but not least, happy birthday, Phip.
Phil!